Hi guys, Colonel Matt here. We're out yet again at our favorite spot. It's just so active here that there's so much to see. There's always traffic coming through. We've got a good show for you this time. It could be, and I'm not remembering the name, but basically just on the far side of the river is a yard called Decoursey Yard, and they use red engines. But this is a little dark for a Decoursey engine.
Maybe this is the one that runs along the river.
The IORI SD40-2. Gondolas look like they're probably empty. Okay. Keep moving. Okay guys, this run we have CSX on the heading northbound center rail. Meanwhile, up track we have another engine. Looks like it's ready to head southbound. It's just waiting. So we're going to take a look-see at both. Engine 411. CW44AC. Engine 7679. CW40-8. Wow, we now have CSX engine coming in. Okay, we lied. We have the one sitting down track and we have another one coming in. What I see happening is the CSX here crossing over to the closest one, the switching, and then our fellow train here heading out. Do we want to put money on that's what's going on?
Yeah.
We're going to put money and say that's what's going on. It's either that or we have a...
Nope, he's on the far one.
He's on the far side. Okie dokie. I regret to inform our video audience that we probably will not be able to positively identify those two engines. Unless... I couldn't make that out. Couldn't.
I'm betting this one's going towards Hamilton and the far one's coming on the closest one out. That one's got scrap.
Scrap iron. Or steel.
BNSF
It almost
matte, I think. It's orange, I think. Either orange or
red.
red.
It almost looks like those are old rail wheels that maybe they chopped up in their shop. No, it's red.
Yeah.
I bet you it's another IORY.
Yeah, it looks pretty reddish. But the top looks black. Yeah, maybe. If the sun stays in, I'm fine. Yeah, it's another IV.
IORY.
I don't know.
Yore!
Looks-
And it looks like it could just be a pair of engines. I don't see a consist behind it. Do you?
I'll just switch it.
It's a pair of engines. I'd say one of their red models and a green model. I'll pan after them if you keep northbound. Know what I mean?
Cars.
Wow.
It's flying. Glad I looked back.
They usually have a pair, guys.
I gotta take a picture.
So UTLF?
No, yeah, it's
Holy shit!
yes.
Okay. That's a new one for me.
Oh, wow, that's a big box.
Big double door, grand trunk. Norfolk Southern double door, grand trunk double door. What'd you say? That's about 60 foot? Easily 60 foot.
Matt, does that work for My Little Pony?
Edible oils. Ooh, look at that. Old Seaboard Coastline, Louisville National. Look at that. Car coming through on behind that. Look forward. Car coming through on behind. This is a long guy. He's got a wheel that needs to change. I guess after this, we'll film our...
That one. What's that metal?
Heat lot? Yeah, looks like. Yeah, he just had a pair. Now they're 4,400 horsepower apiece. Really? So I mean, 8,800 horse. That's a pretty good. More lumber. We've got to be nearing the end of the line.
I thought Bill told me that Cincinnati has to pull out 100 or 120 cars. No train was allowed to have 100 cars. Going in around 600 yards. If the pass through wasn't okay.
Could have been a pass-through. I could see having a restriction on that only because of the amount of time and space it would take to set it up. Not. I mean, just think of if you're pulling this out of the hump yard after classification. I don't know if they have anything quite long enough. I'd say it's probably part of the reason why Decoursey got shut down. Here at least, the yard is like 3 times longer than what Decoursey is. That and why do you want a yard on both sides of the river like that?
Wow, that's a long one. Keep on coming. Tell my dad I was telling about that car. See what he thinks about that car.
Oh, it'll be online. There's an old chassis system. Hello, kitty cat.
There's a bunch of your box cars, man.
Yeah. I feel sorry for the folk. Is there another one coming up?
Sounds like another engine. I heard that like loud booming type sound of another. Might have been hearing things, but I thought I heard another one coming.
Woo, look at those girders. Hello, sports fans. We have a doubleheader today.
Well, one's got a ton of hoppers and the other one has...
On the outer rail, relative to us, we have a CSX consist. On the inner rail, Norfolk Southern.
I think the Norfolk Southern's going to win this race, Matt. And he's got more cars.
Once again, I regret to inform our watching audience
We're not going to see the other
that we won't be able to tell you what the other one is. I can tell you that this guy is an SD70M-2, SD60, and a -940 CW. The CSX is a pair. It's a Tropicana juice train. Woo! we can't see the juice train. Son of a... Well, there you go. And it was all... Well, maybe it was not the juice train. There were 4 or 5 Tropicana boxcars. There were several Tropicana boxcars attached to 2 CSX engines. We now have a yellow signal on the center track for northbound, which leads me to believe once this Norfolk Southern finishes hauling, they're braking. Clearly they're braking. Into the line.
I like that idea, Jeremy.
You know, even if he didn't use helium, the balloons are fantastic.
Yes, they're nice little airbags. However, the lighter you
Lighter
get it, the
motor
better.
car.
The second one is Norfolk Southern, Matt.
GE.
So, what happens if you win if its container goes up and
General
down?
Motor, yeah.
We have an EMD demonstrator engine.
Oh, yeah.
An SD70ace demonstrator. And an SD60M with a single intermodal car. And then the rest look like they're all auto carriers with Kias in them. Those look like Kias, right? You sure? Those look like Sorrentos. They make them in Georgia. So very fun, Jeremy, very fun. In fact, what you're probably hearing some of is a train going by. That's good. I don't have an answer on that. What happens if your project goes away rather than crashing to the ground? You automatically win?
I don't know about it.
Because he doesn't know. I agree with you. We just had enough plywood go by to, I don't know, build a couple houses. Royal Martin Lumber. Whatever that means. I don't know who Royal Martin is, or whether his lumber's any good. That's who it is. This guy's not nearly as long, Matt. We're going to run up short in just a second. They've got these excess height corrugated auto carriers. And you can see some of them just rocking back and forth as they go by.
This will be number 9.
This one or that?
And both of these will be
8 and 9. We have another doubleheader coming from the south, heading northbound. CSX 5245, ES44 DC with an SD40-2, an HLCX carrying a mixed train. Southbound, Norfolk Southern.
That southbound
Go for dinner.
How many engines is this, Matt?
American NUV.
Is that 3 engines again? Yeah.
Yep.
It's got a parking ticket on its front window.
Yes. Dash 940CW. Hey, they didn't mark that one. That's no fair.
C40-8W. I don't know if I've heard that one before.
You can't not tell me what the engine is and make me remember stuff. That's absurd.
They all look alike, right, Matt?
They do to me.
There's little things that you can tell them apart.
But almost all the EA or the ES from the ACs almost look almost the same.
You know, we see a lot of ST40-2s. We see ES44s. Basically ES44 AC or DC. We see -8s and -9s. We don't see a lot of SD70s.
When did we see it the first time? That was an SD40-2?
No, the SD70 and the SD series and the GP series are all EMD, basically the General Motors Electromotive Division.
We did see an
ES44s, the ES series, and all those, and the -9, -8s, whatever, those are General Electric. So competitive computing manufacturing.
I wonder what's in these cars, or what was in them, what they're intended for. They're all alike. Notice that?
Probably grain.
I would think they're grain. Except this isn't the time of year for grain. Unless they're staging them for the fall.
The joke's on us. It's all chemical weapons.
Probably is. Nuclear bomb.
Radioactive waste. We're going to go home and the car's going to glow in the dark.
There you go. So weird.
There's a slight little dip in the track that the car shifts that direction.
Tear it all out, reballast the whole thing.
Okay.
Hold on, let's see what this last flashy guy is. Should be moving through now.
I didn't mean to get out that far.
Oh, that's a weak horn.
Yeah. I was expecting something loud. It's a short train, too.
Looks like it's Norfolk Southern motor power pulling a bunch of
Conrail.
CSX.
And Conrail.
Well, Conrail was a joint split between CSX and you know what I don't see?